So how do you feel it's changed from then? Like how has the nation changed from those early days of doing those good things?
Listen, the knowledge and all that people have spoken to you about, all that kind of remains the same. You know, it's just we're living in a different era. This new generation is different, man. It's different, and not in a good way, man. Unfortunately, and you know why that happened? Because my generation got swept out of here, bro. The ones that were supposed to teach the youngins got set up with RICO shit indictments and got an asshole full of time for some shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like that, we could get deep into that. You feel me? But basically, they done got rid of a whole generation of individuals that could have helped. Cause
The OGs
the
helping teach the game
OGs,
to the
right?
youngins, right? Yeah, I
Because
got
of the
you. Yeah.
stigma. Because mind you, the stigma that gets placed on us individually as Latin kings is way worse than anybody else. And I don't care who you name. That's a fact.
Right, because I wanted to ask you about that, right? Like, why do you think the nation gets a bad rap? Because there is that stigma to it.
That's because I know the answer to that. I'm not going to say it, but just know that, you know, it's nothing. It's just simple things like communication, you know, like we not we not like those other guys and them other, you know, organizations that might not be organized. We might be a tad bit more organized, you know, and with that, I think comes everything else, which is the injustices and, you know, like our founder in New York got he got a crazy sentence, man. Like 45 years, his first 45 years are to be served in solitary confinement. Can't speak to nobody. Yeah, family members. He don't have family members, so who you gonna talk to? His lawyer. You know, it gets deep, man. It gets deep, man. But you know, I'm here as an elder now. You feel me? I'm not involved with the politics and the day to day of it. You know, wherever I travel, wherever I am, I seek the light. I seek my brothers because we everywhere, right? And I don't seek it to do no dumb shit. Let me see, yo, is there anybody here with talent? Or does anybody want to learn the music industry or the card game? Because we got shops. So if y'all want to work, I can help y'all out. But you got to be ready to work. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, thankfully, I'm in a position now where I can help the future generation, you know?
Yeah, man. And on the song No Stine Miedo, right? You said free King Tone. What has your relationship been like with Tone over the years? And shout out to him, man, because I interviewed him and he's a real positive brother. Said nothing but positive things, you know.
No comment on that right now, brother.
Okay.
No comment.
All right. Um, I just wanted to bring up because the way it related to what you were saying though, because of you were saying the negativity or the bad stigma that gets placed on each individual king, because he
Mm-hmm.
had said that when his boss had found out that he was a king, he couldn't even keep his job, right? Because of that stigma as well.
Yeah, that happens. I'm assuming that happens to a lot of brothers, you know? He just happens to put himself out there in the limelight a lot. So of course it's gonna come with some backlash or whatever, you know what I mean?
I mean, to clarify, he said that was then when that happened, and then
Oh,
he had got put. Yeah, man, roll a clip.
And let me say something to America that they never say in a story. I came home in 90, 91, 92. I maintained a job as the leader of the Latin Kings till I couldn't no more till my boss found out I was King Tone. I worked in mail rooms. I worked in supermarkets. I kept the job as the leader of the Kings, as an example. But then the notoriety reached where I was cornered, where people wouldn't rent to me. That's all. I'm not making excuses, but I want you to show how they took an articulate leader, straight coming from the grassroots. The people believed in him. Instead of investing in him and teach him how to become a greater leader and empower his mob, they pushed him into a corner where he had no avenues. And pride comes before a man's destruction. So, kids, I had thousands of people to choose from to say, I need this much money. I need to pay my rent. I'm embarrassed. Me and my daughter are about to get kicked out of our housing. But because I was King Tone and I was too prideful and I believed the idol that I created could do better going back to his old ways than doing it with the new Antonio Fernandez way and the movement, I made a bad decision. I sat down and I looked at a guy bag up heroin. 5 years later, so he could pay my rent. This is the true story, kids. So when you see these loud gangsters talking they rich, some of them own their rent and child support. But they sending you to do shit. Still, they got no power in their own house and their own family.
Yeah. Yeah. No, shout out. Hey, like I said, no comment.